Good evening, everyone. This is so exciting. It has been 247 days since the Rabbinic Search Committee first met on August 12th, 2025. And since that day, we have worked tirelessly, meeting, deliberating, and dedicating countless hours to find a candidate who truly reflects the needs and aspirations of our congregation. And so, after 247 days, after every conversation, every question, every moment of reflection, it is with great pride and complete confidence that I stand before you to say, we have found our rabbi, Steven Goldstein. Steven possesses the experience, character, and spiritual depth to lead our congregation into a vibrant and meaningful future. He reflects the priorities identified by our community, and both the search committee and the board of trustees voted unanimously and enthusiastically to bring his candidacy before you tonight. Steven will be ordained on April 27th through the Academy of Jewish Religion, a respected rabbinic school grounded in pluralism, Zionism, leadership, and community. He is a dynamic Jewish communal leader and educator whose career reflects a rare combination of visionary leadership, public service, and deep connection to Jewish life. In his most recent role as director of the Jewish Community Relations Council of New Haven, Connecticut, he expanded engagement, built innovative approaches to combat anti-Semitism, and strengthened relationships across diverse communities, creating meaningful opportunities for connecting people during a particularly challenged time for the Jewish people. He also brings important synagogue experience, having served as an executive educator where he reimagined religious school, learning to be more engaging, relevant, and value-driven for today's families. Earlier in his career, he founded Garden State Equality, helping to pass over 200 laws and secure marriage equality for all. He later served as the CEO of the Anne Frank USA, bringing its mission to national prominence. His background also includes work as an attorney, congressional staffer, and an Emmy award-winning television producer, educator, and author. I'm like beaming with pride, sorry, as if I did all this. He brings a breadth of experience that is both unique and deeply relevant to the moment we are as a Jewish community. But beyond all these accomplishments, what stood out most to the committee is who he is. Steven is warm, he is authentic, and his ability to connect with people in a genuine and meaningful way was obvious from the start. At this important moment in our congregation's journey, we have an opportunity not just to choose a rabbi, but to shape the future of our community for generations to come. I respectfully urge you to support our recommendation and vote to hire Steven as our next rabbi. It is now my honor to invite Steven to come up to the bima to share a short D'var Torah and answer any questions you might have. Thank you.
My boss says I should wear a lavalier tie mic, so I know when my bread is buttered. Do you want me to do it now?
No, I gotta put the batteries.
Okay. By the way, Michael Rudder commented to me before we formally began tonight, we have a packed house. We should choose a rabbi every week. Therefore, I'm honored to accept your contract from June 15th to June 22nd, 2026. I'm just joking. Okay, so I gotta tell you, I spoke to some of my great teachers and mentors at my rabbinical school. I said, you know, I have to give a D'var, and it is the most dreadful D'var, or one of them, to have to speak about the Parsha of the week. And I think all rabbis know which Parshiyot are more difficult. This week's Parsha is largely about leprosy. I promise you won't catch it from me. But let's get right into it because it's really more than that. So, this week's Torah portion is one of the rare double portions in the Parsha cycle, Tazria and Mitzorah. These Parshiot reflect a hallmark of Judaism, not just about leprosy, but about the power of return. You know that power. Every holiday, we return to our 3,000-year-old dream of living as a free people in Israel. And we just did so on Passover. Every year, as the high holidays approach, we return to those we've hurt to make things right. And every Shabbat, we return to sacred time to honor God. In this week's Parshiot, the Torah describes how a person with impure skin is sent outside the camp, separated from the community. Now, the story can feel so distant from our modern sensibilities, but as Reformed Jews, we don't stop at the surface, or in the case of Tazria and Mitzorah, we go beyond skin deep. We ask, what enduring truth is the Torah teaching that is relevant to today's world? And here the Torah delivers big. Consistent with the rest of Judaism, Tazria Mitzorah describes the process of returning to the community as extensively as the separation itself. And that leads to this question: what makes a community worth returning to? No congregation lives this answer better than RTR. During the selection process, and Rachel, thank you from the heart. You were just a dream to work with, and I'm so grateful to you. I've sensed how you check in, follow up, and carry one another through both ordinary days and difficult times. And you know what I said to myself? What a dream. Every single one of you reflects the noble truth of this week's Parshiot. People return to communities where they know others will show up for them, where they are not alone. As the Talmud teaches us, Kol Yisrael arivim zeh bezeh. All of Israel is responsible for one another. The Torah already planted this idea when it commanded in Leviticus, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Not as a feeling, but as our responsibility to show up and follow through, to do what you promise. Maimonides later taught that it's not enough to turn to God for teshuvah. If we don't return to those we hurt, we risk isolating ourselves contrary to what God intended. We are not meant to live alone or to heal alone. In our own time, Rabbi Jonathan Sachs of blessed memory reminded us that Judaism is not just a religion of faith, but also a religion of responsibility, where the question is not only what do I believe, but who needs me to show up. Indeed, bruchim habayim vebruchim hashviyim. Blessed are those who come and those who return again and again. That is the backbone of RTR, and it is the backbone of the commitment I make to you now. One is to be a servant leader. Relationships are everything, and I will never stop showing up for each of you in your times of need. Two is to be an engine of growth. Having seen your joy and goodness, I want us to grow RTR so others share the magic and Judaism thrives. That means I'll do more than show up at all things RTR. I am a community organizer, and I will be a goodwill ambassador all across Rockland County and Northern Bergen in New Jersey, where I spent 22 years of my life. I will never be a horse you'll have to kick to gallop. 3 is to ensure family preservation. I believe in growth that continues RTR's culture of belonging and protects the bonds that make RTR a family. It would be the honor of a lifetime to join all of you who have nurtured RTR with so much care, including you, Cantor Sally Neff, who has given this congregation a sense of continuity through some incredible vicissitudes in the life of this congregation and your own life. That makes you a hero in my eyes. I thank you. If I may say, we are going to have so much fun together. You have no idea. Fasten your seatbelts. That wasn't in my little speech. Fasten your seatbelts, though. I can't wait for her Billy Joel Shabbat. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I screwed up. They don't know it yet? Okay. Shh. I didn't say that. Okay. Drew, will you be my assistant rabbi? You're going to be awesome. I can't wait to see you on the pulpit. And we've got some extraordinary staff here. Look, I'm presumptuous. I'm saying we. I want to respect your vote. Listen, you may not like me. I don't know. I really want to thank Beth Ann Knapp, Michelle Skull, Rabbi Medwin, you are going to be a cherished advisor to me like you wouldn't believe. You know, many people have said a version of this quote. In some ways, I'm not as smart at this age as I was 20 years ago. Do you know why? I know more about what I don't know in life. And that humility comes with age. And I'm really going to need this amazing team, and I won't be shy in coming to them. And I am nothing if not a team player. I grew up with a synagogue as my family. I didn't even prepare this. Listen, I was a little bullied kid, bullied constantly. And my own parents were not as supportive as they should be. So I rebelled. They were once a year Jews who went to the Marathon Jewish Community Center, a synagogue in Little Neck, Queens, once a year, 5 minutes before the shofar was blown on Yom Kippur. I went to shul every single week. That's a rebel. And you know why I went? It wasn't because of God, Torah, and Israel. Those are very fine reasons to go. I went because of Jewish peoplehood. And my synagogue was my family. Who knows where I would be today? Maybe I'd be a dead little kid who killed myself because I was bullied to pieces. My synagogue family saved me. So no matter how much we talk about growth at the synagogue, I never want to be part of anything that changes the loving character that you all have built. And that is so crucial to me, and I believe it with all my heart based on my own experience of a synagogue as family. And I thank RTR's extraordinary board, the great selection committee. Thank you, Steve, for your help so much. And each of you, dear congregants. Like the Energizer Bunny, I vow to be, does it say rabbit or rabbi? I vow to be your rabbi who shows up again and again. Listen, I think I'm going to be a little different. I have to tell you, I'm going to exhaust you from how much I show up. And just like I showed up a half hour early tonight, get used to it. Okay, now, so I vow to be your rabbi again and again so that every person finding their way to RTR, whether a veteran member or someone entering for the first time, knows that every return here will be met with love. That's a lesson from this week's Parsha. It's not just about leprosy. It's about return. That value is what RTR already is. And that's why I have returned to you tonight in love. Thank you, and Am Yisrael Chai.